ちょうだい私 I'm here.
Hey, what's up, Don Hive? It has been a crazy 24 hours. We all just learned that Upfront has announced Kitagawa Rio's graduation at the end of this year. In the official statement, we learned Rio will not be participating in Akane and Reina's graduation concert, and Rio will have individual events and graduation activities to close her time as a Morning Musume member. This is a lot to digest and process, so I invited a few friends to help me discuss. Joining me today is Chris.
Hey, everybody.
Please welcome the 12th generation's mother, Dream Maria.
Máquina Maria for leader for 2 years, just like Sayumi. Thank you so much.
Also joining us is the Don Hive's resident drag queen, Ellis.
Crimson Nightmare for duty. What's up, guys?
Period. Making his grand return, representing the Indonesian Hello Project fans, the orange member of the Don Hive. Please welcome back Fami.
Oh, thanks, Donny. Glad to be back.
Glad you're here, friend. And last but not least, let's wake it up for Kim and Samia.
What's up? What's up?
Period. Thank you all for joining me. Let's get right into it. What do you guys think of this announcement? I want to hear from Fami. Fami, what do you think?
I have a lot of thoughts. There's a lot of like what could have been if all of this didn't happen, but I'm just so disappointed on how you have managed the whole situation since the beginning. So yeah, I wish she could have stayed longer in the group and lead the group in the future, but it is what it is right now. I think I'll start with that.
Okay, anyone else?
Honestly, like I said, we had all seen the writing on the wall and shit. So I mean, it's very unfortunate. Before anyone says anything, this is very unfortunate news because I know we had dumped on Rio a lot, but honestly, I hope she had learned her lesson and that she would get a second chance to redeem herself with, the girls. But I guess that's not going to happen, unfortunately. It's sad to see, but as I've said before, and I'm going to stand 10 toes in my shit, boots to the ground. When you break the rules, there are consequences that follow said rule breaking. And I guess this is her consequence of not continuing her tenureship with the group, which is sad to see, but what can you do?
Aside from what happened with my daughter, it's sad to see Kitagawa Rio leave, because even though she did wrong, there was a bad thing that was done to her too. It was the leak of her information, which is actually not fun at all. And in that case, I really feel bad for her that she wanted to voice her opinions, but she didn't voice them in the correct way, and she trusted someone that she didn't have to trust, and I think she learned from that. But aside from that, I hope that you're going to do well in the M line, because I am sure you're going that way. So good luck, KitaRio, and good luck to Morning Musume. Thank you.
For me, I just think, I'm not the biggest fan of KitaRio, obviously, but it's just kind of sad to see the way that they handled her. In the previous video, I did say, there's just so much uncertainty, and then at the end, if this was the decision, why not do it like a couple months ago? It's just like they're dancing around this fact for too long, and like I said, it's sad being a KitaRio stan, because you kind of expect it, but at the same time, Upfront has been giving nothing but trying to reassure you that she's still in the group by selling her merch, by putting her in some of the promotional stuff. And yeah, it sucks. Like, like her scandal, like her with her sneaky link is just ridiculous. But then when she said stuff, it's still problematic. But at the same time, she, like Maria said, she trusted someone, and that someone leaked her information, which is really, really bad. So I just hope that that she finds happiness in her life, and that I think this is the best decision that they can come up with regarding the situation.
I agree, Kim. And, I really feel like up front, they handled this situation really, really badly, really poorly. What they should have done, they should have made a decision and stood on it and followed it all the way through. There was too much back and forth. And I feel so sorry for, the KitaRio fans, because they've been patient all year waiting for her to return. And it was just, she may come back, she may not come back. It was just so much back and forth. I feel so bad for them. And now it's like a pie's been thrown in their faces, because they're still selling her merch at the concert tour. Isn't that crazy?
That's what I say. Like,
Yeah.
Afan is trying to give the fans reassurance by like, oh, selling her merch. Oh, she's still with us. And then like, bam, she's graduating. Like, that is so messed up.
I think that's shady as fuck, because you're using her likeness to sell merch only for y'all to just say, bye sis, you ain't coming back. It's fucked up.
Mm-hmm. Chris, what do you think?
For me, Rio was honestly kind of like one at the top for me of, not at the very top, but one of my top members of Morning Musume, just because of her voice. So when all this happened, that in itself was sad. So the graduation news shocked me, but like I said, we knew it was coming. I just, like Ellie said, I hope she takes this as she goes throughout her career and life. But I think the chemistry was going to be off if she did come back, so they should have just said something right away.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I didn't expect the news to come out like this, because really, I knew she was going to leave. It wouldn't make sense for her to come back after, all the drama that came from what she did. I really thought they were going to announce her graduation the end of December. She'd leave, no graduation concert. Like, I really thought that was going to happen. So them doing it this way was a shock. But apparently she's going to get like a little event, mini graduation for herself. I think that's really nice. At least she'll have some closure in the group.
Yeah, at least like she's not gonna be in terms of like Yaguchi Mari or like my good sis. At least it's not an expulsion. Like I said, she's not being expelled. She's graduating. So I think at the very least that's a good thing.
I guess they'll see her in a better light if they do it this way than how they did the Kitty and Yaguchi, just kind of making them resign quietly.
Yeah. But I do feel bad because the fans' response to this whole thing is really insane. Like, Donny, I had just seen a comment on your post talking about this. I saw one person say, "Oh my God, I want to die." And I'm just like, geez, you guys, I get it. It sucks. It's a fucked up situation, but it's never really that serious, because she's still going to be in the public eye for, because she's still pretty young. So she will get picked up by something, whether it's M-Line, like Maria said, or whether or not she does promotional work as a model or something. Because I am going to say something nice. She is a beautiful girl. She can sing.
She is. Yeah, she's
a very beautiful girl. And she might not get idol work as, a singer or performer, but she might get, modeling work. That's what people fail to realize, that being an idol isn't just performing and touring the, all of Japan and everything. Being an idol is selling a fantasy, essentially, selling escapism. So Rio does provide that. So she'll get work. Will it be as much as her work with Momosu? No, absolutely not. But will she still get work as an idol if brands are willing to work with her? Yes, she will.
Okay. I want to ask you guys something, because there's like a little conspiracy going around. Do you guys think this graduation was KitaRio's decision, or do you think management had a play in her graduating? What do you guys think?
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
Yes, it got to be both.
Yeah.
Maybe they urged her to do it, but
Yeah, I
she
think.
had to have her own decision on it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I think both the management and KitaRio herself at some point really wants her to come back, because we see that her involvement in the merch for the new tours, right? She's there, and she's supposed to be in the tour, and we also know that she will be in the next single, right? So she's sad to come back, but at some point something happened. I don't know if it's because of the fan reaction or what, but they scrapped that idea, and then we came into this.
I want to ask you guys this as well. I want to ask you guys this. So with her leaving the way she's going to be leaving at the end of the year, do you think she'll be someone that'll still, return for anniversary events and, things like that?
Hell to the no.
No,
I don't think
Really?
so.
Okay. Oh,
she's
okay.
going to
Maybe-
be Koharu 2.0.
Okay, that's a
Maybe
different
not in a
story.
year or two,
So
but
it's gonna take some
maybe
time. It's not gonna be like
eventually.
right away. But I feel like she'll
Okay.
be maybe
Yeah.
one to a little 15 key reunion moment at some point, maybe.
Because her
Yeah.
exit, she's leaving in a very scandalous way. It's a sad way to go out, to be honest. This is a very sad way to go out.
All I'm gonna say is if they're sorry, go ahead.
yeah, if Kaguai can come back after all her scandals,
If Yaguchi can
She
do
could.
all this
Yeah.
stuff,
I like that outlook.
Well, if
I
that's the
see her
case,
maybe
then
in a
we should bring
couple
Mikiri
years.
back.
Maybe in a couple years, maybe she'll return. Maybe there'll be no hard feelings, but man, it's just a sad situation. It's weird. It's weird for Morning Musume because they haven't been that scandalous in years.
yeah, this year like two big scandals at the same time.
Yes. So let me ask you guys this. With KitaRio making her exit, Reina and Akane leaving as well. So now 15 Key is going to be sitting right behind. Homura and May are going to be sitting right behind Miki and Maria after Sakura graduates. What do you guys think of that?
I'm gonna tone for sub leader.
Amazing.
Maria for leader, Homatan and May for sub leaders.
Oh,
I like that outlook.
yes.
I like that outlook.
Mhm.
I honestly think their ascension was rapid, and you want to know what's crazy? I saw this coming when they debuted. Now, my French vanilla fantasy for this whole thing of 15 Keys Ascension, I honestly expected all three of them to make it at least somewhat to, get to the spots behind the next leader and sub leader. But at the same time, this I don't know, it's a weird spot right about now. Because, like I said, I predicted the future leadership after, I guess now, since we're in this era right now, once Maria and Miki graduate, I had expected May to be leader and Homare and Rio to be sub leaders. But I guess I was the fuck wrong. Gotta love that. I don't like being proven wrong, but hey. I'm a Capricorn, you
What
guys.
you
What
gonna
do you expect from me?
Wait, what do you
Go
think?
ahead, Fami.
I think Anjurumu prepared me for this, because Layla is now the
Oh,
leaders
oh
for
my god.
Anjurumu, and she and the 15th Jan basically debuted in the same year. So if she can lead Anjurumu, then why not the 15th
Period.
Jan?
I think it's been enough time because I think somebody said it earlier. It's like 9th gen was in that same spot. We didn't have a 7th and 8th gen, so like Mizuki and the others had to step up like kind of quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And-
I mean,
and
I'm
I
excited
feel
though.
Is Shion from 9 key of Anju, who they were added around the same time as 15 key. If she can become sub leader, then I don't think it's weird to see Morning Musume, having 15 key as sub leaders. But it's just damn, like this year it's just moving fast. Like as a Anju stan, like Fami said, we're prepared for this kind of stuff, but still, going from 13 members to just 7 in about 2 years, I think is insane. And 4 girls graduating in 1 year,
That's a lot. Well, I want to segue the conversation. So Juho and Sunny, some of our favorite Don Hive people, they've submitted some responses to the announcement today, and I want to share them with you guys.
This is about to be real messy. I can already tell.
Yep.
Especially since you mentioned Sunny. Hey, Sunny, love you.
Hi, Donny.
No, it's
Love
actually
you,
really
Nene.
tame.
hey Sunny, don't push your Riley agenda onto us.
Okay, so first we have Juho's thoughts, the yellow member of the Don Hive. Juho says, I'm honestly surprised by this decision. I think the fact that they put KitaRio on hiatus to begin with and didn't kick her out very much implied she was coming back. While I do believe everyone deserves a second chance, it would have been very awkward for her to come back. So this is probably for the best. Both Rio and Morning Musume can start fresh.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah, he's not wrong. Let's face it. Her and Maria did, have their little spat, and it really would have been awkward for Rio to come back, given the circumstances that she really roasted the dog shit out of Maria. So, I mean, yeah, Juho said nothing wrong.
Also, they were shady by putting KitaRio behind Maria for that magazine promo.
Oh, I can give you a full reading of her body image from that picture only.
Okay, let's go to Sunny's comment. Thank you. All right, next to Sunny. Sunny says, when I first heard the news that Rio was leaving, my very first thought, unfiltered, was, fuck off. Absolutely fucking not. And then I immediately rang SM. Shout out to our guy SM. I immediately rang SM and we spent an hour, maybe 2 hours processing what just happened. I'm pretty sure I just felt almost all the 5 stages of grief, even though she isn't high in my rankings. I felt denial, like maybe that's not real. That can't possibly how her story ends, and looked up the website itself for confirmation. I felt anger. After I finished the call with SM, after the shock had worn down, I was just so angry for this girl. I was angry at the leaker who must have felt vindicated for their actions. I ended up making a story on Instagram, like this is an example how one leaked post can ruin someone's life. I wouldn't say I felt bargaining, but if I did, HB, please take May instead. That's a joke, Donny, don't ban me. Tread easy, Sonny. I did feel sadness though, with Mamusu now losing 3 girls, 3 frontrunners. It seems to almost be a reflection of what happened in 2010 with the triple grad. I feel sad that Rio was forced to end her career early because of the pressure and the circumstance. No one deserves that, and today I feel acceptance. Accepting that this is the result, and it serves as a reminder for all of us to be kind. What we talk about in the public forums, on Twitter, the hate that is pushed can really affect, just like it affected Rio to lead her to believe she is a burden. So despite everything that has happened, we should forgive each other. Forgive Rio because she only made a mistake. That mistake should not have costed her career. Forgive Maria because while her actions could be seen as protecting her space, from a business standpoint, Maria's fans would follow through to also shun Rio and feel reluctant to forgive her. Forgive Hello Project because while they did everything they could to bring Rio back, some of her fans may place blame on them for not doing enough for her. Haga Akane, Yokoyama Reina, and Kitagawa Rio all graduate in December. As a fan of my beloved Morning Musume, I want to support and cheer for each of them loudly when their day comes.
Damn, they said a mouthful.
So that was Sunny's
I
thoughts.
am going to speak as a Maria fan. And as I
Oh,
said
boy.
before,
Go ahead.
if you don't have anything nice to say about someone, don't say nothing at all. Just ignore them and they will go away from your feed. Don't look at them, don't search them, and there we go. You don't like Rio? Pasa la página, cabrón. But yeah, she doesn't deserve the hate. Yes, I mean, I am mad at her, but that doesn't mean that I am going to be harassing her because she did something bad to my daughter. I'm just going to ignore her, and you can do whatever you want. Continue singing because yeah, you're good at singing. You just need to find your voice, and just continue to do your thing. I hope everyone is in this mindset. And if you got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all.
Well, see, that's the thing, Maria. Two things can be true at the same time. Yeah, while it's sad and it's effed up what happened. Again, we still can't negate the consequences, but I do agree that if you are a fan of Maria, or if you are a fan of Rio, don't harass the other party at the end of the day, because at this point in time, yes, you can have an opinion. As I've said before, you can do what we do and talk shit online. just don't go to their fucking page.
Exactly.
Okay, before we wrap up, hold on. Antonia just popped in. Hey, Antonia.
There she
Hey,
is.
everyone.
There she
Hey.
is.
Hey, you coming at the very tail end. Really quick,
Oh.
any last words? I want to hear from Antonia since you came in a little late.
First of all, sorry for coming in late, guys.
It's okay. We're glad you're here.
Thank you. When I saw the announcement that Kitagawa Rio was graduating, my first thoughts was, I knew this was going to happen at some point, and also, why didn't she graduate when she first went on hiatus? That's what I just didn't. That's just what I didn't get. So it's like now Morning Musume are down to I think 7 members, and it kind of reminds me of like the triple graduation back in 2010. And I think Morning Musume, I'd like to see them like after Sakura, Akane, Kitagawa Rio, and Yokiyama Reina graduate. I'd like to see Morning Musume with the remaining members for a period of time, and then to add the 18th gen, I think there should be 4 girls added. And I kind of feel like, I wonder, in a way, it's like, I feel like the 18th gen could be like the new 9th gen. I'd love for them to have, it would be nice for them to have that sort of ace again, because we've not had one since Sashi Riho. Just don't give her, if you're going to have someone like Sashi Rio who joined the group in the 18th gen, don't have her hog all the lines, please. Just don't. So going back to the KitaRio situation, I actually do understand where everybody's coming from. Me personally, it's just sometimes you got to be careful with who you vent to and who you rant and rave about certain things to, because it backfires on you badly. I think just write it in a diary or in a diary journal. Just don't go to the internet and vent. I know people do that, but it just ends up, you just end up in certain situations. Yeah, I just think if she came back into the group after all of this, I don't know how it would have been for her and also for the rest of the girls. It would have been a really awkward position. And with her graduation, I don't know if it's going to be at a birthday event or a Hello Project concert. We just have to wait and see. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Antonia. My final thoughts on the situation. Again, I feel bad for Rio. 2025 was not her year. If she was affected mentally by this, I hope she gets some therapy or talks to someone, because what happened to her this year was very traumatic. So much of her personal life got leaked, and it's really unfortunate and it's really sad. and I wish her the best in what she does next. But I hope what happened to her is a lesson for everyone else in Hello Project. You got to remember, you girls are public figures. You have big girl jobs. What you do in your personal life, it unfortunately, can affect your work. So if anyone else has, secret group chats and mean posts about their members, cut that shit out now. Because what did Monique say? When you do clownery, sometimes a clown, it does come back to bite. So
delete all that shit. Delete all that shit.
But no, seriously, I really wish her the best. But before we wrap up, does anyone have any last words?
I have one last word.
What's that?
Maria Makino, leader for 2 years.
You know what? 2026 is going to be the year of the panda. How are y'all feeling about that?
Oh, brother.
I just feel it. 2026 is going to be the year of the panda. Yamazaki May is coming.
If I could send that damn picture I sent it to y'all, I would send it here as well. Stop it. Stop pushing your agendas. I'm tired.
I want to thank you all for joining us. And Fami, again, welcome back. We haven't been with us in like a year, so I'm glad you're back with us. And
Thanks for having me back.
Yeah, you're the orange member of the Don Hive, so you got to be here. But we want to hear from you guys, everyone watching. What do you guys think of the shocking announcement? Let's get a discussion going in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe, and hopefully we'll have some more commentary videos in the future. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye,
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you.